Hey, what's going on, everyone? How are you? My name is Karen Medeiros. In case you are catching this on the replay and somebody else shared it and you don't know who the heck I am, but welcome to our Wonder Woman series, episode number 5, that we do every single Thursday. So today I am interviewing one of my great friends, Jennifer Greenspan, who is just popped on. So I'm going to bring her on camera. Hold on. In 2 seconds, I got big fingers. There we go. What is going on, ladies? She is coming. There she is. What's going on?
Hi.
I don't think there's an echo. I think we're good. Do you hear it?
Yeah, I think so too. I don't, not on my end.
Nicole Nedelko. How does it sound on your end?
It sounds good.
Yeah,
I don't hear it.
No? Okay, cool.
No.
Well, no echo. It's so freaking
Yay!
weird. Like, how does it echo with some people and some not?
I don't understand. But to understand technology, forget it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Hello. So what's going on, girl?
Not much.
Not much.
Just hanging out. No. I wish I was.
All right. So,
Okay.
What's going on, ladies? Hello. So I don't know if you
I
can
don't
read the
see
comments.
I can't. So if you see them.
So everyone's hopping on. Everyone's saying hey. Okay.
Hello.
So everyone say hello to Jennifer Greenspan. I still call her Jennifer Gorilla. But
I call you Malcolm.
Today I'm interviewing her on our Wonder Woman series, episode number 5. And all of these episodes, all they are is we are just literally sharing different stories about our journeys, because we all have completely different journeys. And, we get asked so many questions all the time. If, what do you do? Is this something, do you think this is something I could do? And so we're just sharing stories. That's all we do on these episodes. And if something, you can relate to, great. Now, I do want to say that if somebody other than myself or Jennifer shared this video and you do have any questions about the opportunity, please feel free to reach out to the person that shared the opportunity with you. Cool?
Exactly.
Cool. All right. So, Jen. So first, just kind of tell everyone, like, how did you start? Like, how did this find you? How did you find it? Did you find it because of a product? Did somebody approach you? Let's start off.
Yeah.
Let's start off with, no, sorry. Tell me a little bit about yourself, like your personal life in like 2 minutes. Like, do you have a full-time job? Do you stay at home? What do you do?
Yeah.
With kids.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 awesome kids, Joshua, who's 8, and Leah, who's 5, turning on 15. And I'm a stay-at-home working mom. That's all there is to it.
You're married?
I don't want to say that's it, because us moms that stay home, we wear 100 different hats. So we'll just categorize it as mom.
So you're married, you've got 2 kids, and you are a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So how did you find this opportunity, or what happened? Did you try it because of a product? Did somebody approach you? What was it?
Both, kind of. So about 5 years ago, I was home. Joshua at the time was 3, Leah was 1. So life was crazy. But I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw an old friend of mine. Yeah.
Sorry. So you started when your kids were 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
Okay. So both kids were at home. Okay, go ahead.
Both kids were at home. It was nuts. But I was at home scrolling through Facebook and I saw a girlfriend of mine that I haven't spoken to since high school was posting about this mascara. And at the time, it's pretty much the only thing I ever wore was mascara. And we women want to try every mascara on the market. So I was like, hey, I want to try this. So I messaged her and she sent it to me and I was blown away, like legit blown away. My husband comes home and he's like, are you wearing those fake things? I'm like, no, it's mascara. And that's kind of how I found it, right? I just saw a girlfriend post it. It kind of got my announcement. Yeah, it was on Facebook. Actually, it was on Instagram when I saw her. And then I started seeing her post even more and more. And I'm like, what is she up to? Like, what is she doing? Right? Like, why is she posting all these pictures? So I called her and said, hey, like, give me the scoop. Like, what are you doing? Her and I spoke for a bit, and then my wheels started to spin. I was home. Not that I was bored, because we know that how busy we can get. But at the same time, I wanted something a little bit more, right? I wanted to be able to go for a manicure and not feel guilty. I wanted to be able to, help with the diapers because they were crazy expensive. And so when I told my husband, I was like, I'm thinking of selling mascara or makeup. I didn't even know. He's like, you don't wear makeup. I'm like, I know. Well, I'll figure it out. We'll learn. And then that's how it kind of just happened. It kind of, I guess, I figured, why not? Like, there was nothing else. I wanted something more for myself. I wanted to do a little bit more. I felt like I needed some more stimulation. Um, and that was kind of where we went, right?
Kind of like mom stimulation, like, you're home with a
Yeah,
1 3-year-old. And I mean, I
yeah,
get it. Like, I mean, Mateo's in school now, but last year he wasn't. And so I had 2 kids, home too. And you kind of need that like adult or girlfriend, mother time, like
yeah,
something where you're just not talking to 3-year-olds all day, right?
yeah, 100%. And that's how I felt. I felt like I wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more for myself. And that's kind of, I just
Which I
figured,
think
why
is a
not?
good which I think is a good point, because as moms and as women, we feel that I think most of us feel that like it's kind of selfish for us to give ourselves a little bit more because we have a
Oh, yeah,
family to take care of, or say if you don't have kids, you have other people to take care of, or and so you kind of always put yourself on the back burner, and we have to kind of get away from that. Like
yeah,
that's a uh not a stereotype, but I can't think of the word. But anyways, that's something that we as women and moms need to get away from, because when
yeah.
we feel better about ourselves, our
Everyone feels
families,
better.
everybody feels better. You're right. Like everybody feels
Yeah,
better. When you feel shitty about yourself or you feel whatever, you can never open up and you're always closed off, and that trickles down to your family and your friends and your
oh,
coworkers.
yeah,
It trickles down to everybody. So I think
oh,
that
yeah,
that was a good point, and for you to acknowledge that I need more,
yeah.
because I know that
At
there's
the time, sorry, at the time,
yeah.
it was like I was scared because I after being a mom, like, I just kind of let myself go, right?
Yeah.
I just felt like, I don't need to worry about myself. As long as the kids are clothed and dressed and happy and having fun, that's all that matters. Like, I kind of just let myself go and feel like I didn't matter, right? I know that sounds bad, but that's how I felt, right? And so my confidence level was like an all-time low. And it was like, I'm not posting a selfie. Like, I'll try this thing, but I'm not posting a selfie at all. And at the time, there was no lives or anything. And it was just like, I had no confidence to even post a picture of myself. And so after the first month, I ended up selling like 35 mascaras off of other people's pictures. And I was
So did
like,
I.
wow, this could this could be something. I don't know. And so, I kind of wanted to learn more about different things, and I would ask questions, and I'd go back and do the work and then come back and ask more questions. And I saw that it was something that was possible. But I had to up my confidence level because it was bad, right? And again, I also had no makeup skills. So I'm seeing all these beautiful women, putting on this gorgeous makeup, and here I am putting eyeshadow up to my eyebrows, and I'm like, this is not, this is, I
That
don't know
was
what
me.
I'm doing,
That was me.
right? And I feel like this industry and this business, ever since I started, forced me to learn about myself, forced me to be better at myself, and opened up my mind. And it's just been like, I don't know, I feel like it's made
Dude,
me a
look at your
better
makeup
person,
now. Like, look at your
right?
makeup now. Like, it honestly, like, your makeup is always
Yeah.
so pretty, so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's funny that, like, I mean, when I started, I wore CoverGirl from Walmart. I mean, I had a couple Mac products, but I mean, and honestly, I was the same way. I will tell you that I would used to put it up to here, and
Yeah.
like I look
Yeah, me
back
too.
at pictures and be like, the fuck was I doing? Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, so you wore mascara. So if somebody says to you, well, Jen, I'd love to do this, but I don't wear makeup, what do you say to them?
Oh my gosh, dude, I felt the same way. When I told my husband I was going to do this, he legit, he laughed. He's like, "Your drawer has mascara. That's it." And like um the little samples that my sister-in-law would get from like Lancome or all
Yes.
these places. She'd have like little, and I would be like, "Oh, you're not using the samples. Can I have them?" And I'd like, that's how I would do my makeup. So I get it. Like you don't, I get that you don't wear makeup, and I felt the same way, but a little bit at a time, you get more comfortable and you try different things. How many YouTube videos I watched, or how many people's makeup videos I watched. I used to watch yours, right? And it's like you just learn and you just go along.
Now, did you want to learn how to do makeup? Like maybe not at that point, but like just
In the
generally in
beginning, no.
life, were like, did you ever have a thought like, I wish I could do my makeup well, or I wish, I wish I knew how
Oh,
to
yeah.
put on makeup like those girls. But I
Yeah.
mean, it was never like, oh, I want to learn one day, but it was just kind of in the back of your head. Like I think most of us back then that are in our position now, like it was like, oh, I wish I could like put makeup on like her. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
it's kind of what it's given us, right?
Yeah. And when I have like my girlfriends that are amazing at makeup compliment me on like how I'm applying makeup, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job figuring it out. It's not perfect, right? And at the same time, it's not supposed to be. I'm just trying to teach other women to apply it themselves to feel a little bit more confident about themselves.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
So I wanted just to go back quickly. Like the reason why this kind of opportunity kind of like piqued your interest. One, it was obviously the mascara, which that was exactly for me. I tried the mascara, had no idea that it was even a business opportunity whatsoever. I just saw the mascara, tried it, loved it. And then when I loved it, I was like, what the hell is this? That's when I did a little bit Google, what is unique mascara, saw that you could make money, and then approached, the girl that sold me the mascara and said, like, tell me more, like, what is this? But you had said that, and I wanted to do it because I just wanted I was pregnant, 6 months pregnant with my first. So
Yeah.
in 3 months, I was going to be a full blown, brand new mom. Had no idea what I was
Yeah.
doing there or
Crazy.
this.
Yeah.
Myself, I had a full time job. So I didn't have
Yeah.
time to do any of it. And that's kind of what I told my sponsor in the beginning was, listen, don't ask me to do anything else. Like I'll just share it with my friends. They can, because it's a great product, and that's it. And then
Yeah.
obviously we saw the potential. So, but you wanted to do it for more mom time, like, or not mom
Yeah.
time, like to meet new people and, stop talking to your children all day, like not stop
I
talking, you know
know.
what I mean? Like have other people to
Yeah.
talk
No,
to,
for
like
sure.
other adults. So do you think that you found that with our sisterhood?
Oh my gosh. I found more than I even thought I was going to. Like I felt like, this could be just a whatever thing. And then I learned more. I learned about the reason this company was created, which to help women who are sexually abused as children recover and survive. Like I learned that I could be a part of something that monumental in helping other women. That to me has always been something so special. Um, just because I know people so close to me that have suffered that way. And it was just something that I that's always been a driving force for me ever since I learned that. And then the sisterhood. Then it was like, what's like, I didn't understand what people were saying when they spoke about it, but then I started to meet people and people across the country, across the globe, customers that women I would have never met if it wasn't for this business. old friends I got to connect with, and it's just like grown bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, I, it, like it's undescribable of the feeling you have when you go somewhere, you speak to someone all the time and you never meet them, and you go meet them for the very first time at, let's say, at an event, and it's like you guys have been friends for years, right? It's such an amazing feeling. And these women support you in no matter what you do. You could be having a bad day, work or personal, they're there to pick you right up. It's amazing.
So I totally agree. And I agree that people don't understand the sisterhood until you're in it. It's
It's
just
hard to
something,
explain it.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely something hard to explain. So like, I just want to explain the sisterhood like a little bit, like the girls that are on our, like, that are with us, that are on our team in our organization, do you find that that you relate to them differently than your normal friends? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
not be like, I like them better than my normal friends or anything, but
No,
sometimes
no,
I
no.
can't understand how you can immediately make friendships with strangers, who people you don't know.
Yeah. And I feel like it's because we we want to support one another because we all have that same drive of wanting to be better for ourselves, for our children, for our families, and we want to support one another in doing that. Right? I did a live one time and my kids were with me and they were just off the rails, and they were saying things that were just I couldn't actually believe. I finished that live and I was angry. It was like, why would you say that? And a girlfriend, a Y sister, messaged me. She's like, "That was the best live ever. I can't believe it. It was so real. Your kids were amazing." I'm like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Yeah." And here I am crying because she's making me realize that I was being too hard on my kids. And she's like, "No, like you have no idea. Like you made me realize that I don't allow my daughter to be that way." Right? She's like, and that we should, right? Because we are moms. Kids can, like, people can relate to having their kids around. And we kind of just had that moment together where we were talking and we were crying because we were like realizing things that about ourselves, but talking to one another about it. And it was just like no one would actually be able to relate to that any other way.
I totally agree. I used to do the same thing. I used to only, so like you said, we didn't do videos. So you started in
No.
2014, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like almost 5 years ago, the same, I started in 2014 as well. And so back then, obviously we didn't do videos, we didn't do lives or anything like that. But when lives started to come out, or when I started to do lives, I would make sure that my kids were either out of the house or they were like quiet, like do not speak. I'm going to go do my
Yeah.
live. And
Yeah.
I the same way. And I think that's kind of one, you don't have to ever do a live to be successful, because Jennifer and
No.
I never did one live, and we do pretty well.
Yeah.
Now we do, and it's only just because that's just the way that it is now, and that's because we love doing it, right? That's our
Yeah.
choice. But
Yeah.
you don't have to do live. But what I was saying is, one day, I don't know, I kind of realized the exact same thing. And I was like, maybe somebody had told me that, I'm not sure. And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I don't care if my kids are crying well, not crying, screaming in the background, making a ruckus, off the rails or whatever, because this is real life. We want to
Yeah.
show you that as a mom or as a woman, or whatever distractions that you have in your life, like, not saying your kids are distractions, but you know what I mean? Like, whatever noise is going on in the background, it's okay. This is real life. Like, we're just teaching you about makeup. We're not teaching you about brain surgery or
I was
anything
thinking the
like
same thing.
that. Like, it's
Yeah.
just makeup. Makeup's supposed to be fun
Fine.
anyways. Like, if I did a live and I effed up one of my eyes, that's okay. Like, I'm not going to
Oh yeah.
feel like embarrassed or like discouraged or like cry my
No.
eyes out. Maybe back then I would have, but now it's like, screw it. Like,
Yeah.
we want you to we want you to feel like this is something that you can do, and just to be yourself. Like, you do not have to be anyone else. Like,
No.
like you just said, and me, I learned how to do makeup from watching other moms or other
Yep.
women, like, you know,
Yeah.
other wife sisters, whatever. I
Yeah.
didn't go and learn how to put on makeup. I mean, listen, I still got a long way to go, but I didn't learn
Yeah.
how to do that by going watching YouTube celebrities every single day. I mean, the odd time I maybe hop on and see it, and then, and you know what would happen when I would do that? I'd be like, fuck it, I can't do it. It's too hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's too hard.
No.
Like, they're a
Yeah.
professional. It's too hard. But I can go and watch one of your videos
Yeah.
and relate to that and be like, I can do that.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
And that's all
Yeah.
it's about. I just want women to realize that it's not hard. It's supposed to be fun. And if I could do it, anybody can do it. I wore zero makeup. I never did my eyebrows, eyeshadow up to here. Like, it was horrible. And I just, they're just easy techniques to make women feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more pep in your step. Like, you go get your hair done, you walk out of that hair salon, you're like, poof, bam, I could rule the world, right? And that's how I kind of feel when I have even just a little bit on and I walk out just a little bit more confident. And I get those messages, Jen, thank you so much for showing me this. I love it. I got a compliment today. Someone told me I look like I just got Botox done because, you know, of the new skin line. And I love getting those because I love the way that woman feels when she's sending me that message.
Yeah. I just got a message. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
It's from David Greenspan.
No, don't read it.
Says Jennifer is a machine. She's taking over the world. She's taking over the world one day at a time. And she is the best wife and mother in the world. Aw. Gonna make me cry.
Love him.
That's amazing. All
That's
right.
awesome.
Is there anything else that you want to share to anyone who's, I don't know, maybe thinking about doing this or thinking that they can't, or
I would just say, like, I know exactly how you feel, and I felt the same way. And this is something that you don't even realize you kind of need in your life to change the way you think. Um, I become a better person, a better mom, a better wife, a better friend, and it's only because this industry forces you to be that much better at yourself. And then you gain the confidence to go forward, and sky's the limit. Like, I was thinking so small, and after really, really putting some time into myself, nothing's going to stop us.
you got it.
Right?
All right. Well, I'm going to try, so I'm going to get off.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you for your time, you know, for giving up 20 minutes of your day to come and share kind of your story to inspire others that they can do the exact same thing. You just, you know, for whatever reasons, and you just have to be yourself. Don't be anyone that you're not.
Exactly.
Right. All right. Well, I'll probably talk to you after we're done this, and I'll see you tomorrow for dinner.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.